Hi, I'm at this side of the screen today. I realise my chat is still up there, which is probably not where I want it. So bear with. We're just gonna pop you guys in the bottom corner. I think that's the best place for you. Maybe not, actually. Thank you so much for the resub break. Thank you for the 18 months. Chat not down there then. Chat up here? Chat up there is fine. Let me just try and line you up with the... There we go. Did your first solo game? Good God. I dread to think. Okay. Hi, guys. Did you die? That's a good question. Did you die? What ghost did you get? What mode were you playing on? What difficulty did you play on? Survived and got the ghost correct. I'm so proud of you. The 3 evidence. Okay, but just professional? It was a shade? Oh, it's stinky. I'm just going to ignore my hair. Don't know what my hair's doing. Never played single player. I've done it a few times. Obviously, I did the apocalypse-y stuff that I did the other week. But like normal single player, I've done maybe once. Just professional? Yeah, that makes sense. I was looking for EMF, didn't get anything that I protected. Turn it on. Bestie, please. Oh, God. Oh, I've just realised I'm on the wrong tier list. Just spoilers. Spoilers. Spoilers for later. I'm not doing that one now. We're doing this one now. Level 1 EMF. Well, yeah, but still. It has to be turned on. Oh, I think I just moved the... Oh, so annoying. Hang on. Accidentally moved the screen. There we go. There? Maybe there? There we go. That'll do. Trying to get this sentence has been a nightmare, so I want you to all appreciate that. Okay, cool. The tier 1 dots is literally the worst item in the game. I should have done an item tier list. Guys, I have so many ideas now. Hi, George. Well, I considered it as Esme, but I didn't want to overcrowd the box. Okay. I think that is sufficient time for people to arrive. Oh, I've just shrunk my chat by accident. Oopsie doopsie. Also, I'm uploading a YouTube video in the background, so if the stream lags at any point, it shouldn't. I have dropped a few frames since I started, but nothing major. It should be fine. But yeah, just as an FYI, a 3-year-old 6-hour long VOD that I'm trying to upload. That's what's going on there. Because it's been sitting. Oh my god, sorry. Clear my throat. It's been sitting on my hard drive for 3 years. So I thought I should probably, actually get rid of that. Anyway, so today we are going to be doing some tier lists. Because I wanted to do this for a while and I haven't gotten to it. And today I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it. I fancy ranking some things. If you didn't know, I have tier ranking autism. And by that I mean I have the brand of autism where I love ranking things. It's one of my favourite things to do. Why have we got 2? Yeah, that's crazy. At the same time, that's so freaky. Guys, that's really weird. I was like, yes, it is weird that it's been 3 years since Evermore. Very weird. Anyway, as I was saying, I have tier ranking autism. So naturally, when presented with something that I can tier rank, I will do it. So today, we are going to be, first of all, ranking the ghosts. Second of all, ranking the maps. And third of all, ranking the class possessions. Why specifically tier ranking autism? I mean, my autism does a lot, right? But one thing it really does is just autism works well. Yeah, no, but specifically the brand of autism that makes me really enjoy ranking things. I love ranking things. So, I've made some tier lists. I haven't made the tier lists. I've opened the tier lists via Google and I have renamed the categories so that they more better represent my feelings, my thoughts and opinions. Autistic bitches love lists. We do. We really do. We love rankings. We love ordering things. We love lists. It's just one of those things. So yeah. So this is the ghost ranking tier list. And the categories that I've gone for are, honestly, let them haunt. This is for the best ghosts, the ghosts that I love, the ghosts that I'm just like, yeah, you know what? You keep doing that, babe, because it's fun and I love it. Honestly, love what you do. Keep up the good work. That's for the best of the best. My favourite ghosts. The next tier is a second date. These are the ghosts that I'd investigate you again. You know, it's fun. It's always a good time. I'd go on a second date. The third category is gets shit done, which is gets shit done. It does its job. It does what it's intended to do. Middle of the road. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's a good, solid ghost. And then I made a pun out of it. You know, because people dress up as ghosts with sheets. Yeah, gets sheet done. Ellie gonna pretend she didn't rank all of these in her head already. Oh, I'm so prepared. I know where pretty much all of these ghosts are going. I mean, I had to. When I was naming the categories, I had to. Real nice. That was a good joke. That was a good joke. Anyway, fourth tier. I can fix him. These are the ghosts that are on the worst side, but that honestly, they either have a good concept, it's executed poorly, or like a little tweak here and there. They could fix him, or I could fix him. I could make it more interesting. You know, ghosts that have some really great features and are really great in theory and just kind of suck in practice. Those ghosts. And finally, Stinky. this is for the ghosts that just suck. They're just shit, and I hate them. Yeah. So that's the rankings. Let's begin. And we're starting off strong with Banshee. Banshee, I think, might be my favourite ghost. I do love a mimic. Don't get me wrong. I love a mimic. But I just think Banshees are so funny. I just think... and especially when you're not the Banshee target, I just think it's so fun. Brilliant. Absolutely. No notes. Love a Banshee. I really do. Yeah. Let them haunt. And I love the little like rare abilities that the ghosts have, like the Obake fingerprint, the male light switch, the Yuri door close, the little things that you rarely get, but when you do, it's kind of like an oh my god moment. The Banshee scream on the parabolic. I fucking hate the parabolic microphone, but by god, if it is good for one thing, it is a Banshee scream. I love a Banshee scream. Also, like theming wise and mythology wise, Banshees are one of my favorites. It's a really interesting piece of folklore in the real world as well. But yeah, Banshees is just great. Banshees might be my favorite ghost. And that's that really. Not too much on the Pazza Ball. We don't like the parallel microphone. I don't like the parallel microphone. Anyway, demons. Demons, I think, are the epitome for me of a second date. They're a good time, I think. Demons, I think, unexpected early hunts. Yeah, I enjoy it. I think it's fun. I think the ability to hunt at any sanity, like the ability to literally hunt, that you can walk through the door at 100% sanity and a demon can hunt you, I think that's so fun. The extended crucifix range can be a tad annoying sometimes, but I think it's a good balance to that. Yeah, the reduced smudge is a good way to figure it out, and makes sense. I like an aggressive ghost. I think aggressive ghosts are fun. They're a little bit unexpected. They keep the game interesting. So I think if every ghost hunted at the same sanity, life would be boring. Yeah, I'm a fan of a demon. That's not what I meant, Rick. Not what I said. Not what I meant. No. Talking about ghosts, Ellie. Yeah, sure you are. Ghost number 3, the Diogen. I mean, they're so silly. I think it's so fun. I think love a Dio, right? Like they're being a ghost that makes hiding maybe not the best idea. I think is fun anyway. I really like ghosts that like make certain elements of the game kind of like, ooh, you shouldn't do that kind of thing. And I think hiding is such a big part of the game that there being a ghost that makes hiding kind of like an iffy, maybe you shouldn't do that kind of thing. I think that's so fun. And just looping a Dio is so funny. They're so silly. They're so stupid. I've had some of the most fun games with a Dio. I think they're great. I love them. Honestly, let them haunt. Now, on the flip side, Scooby-Doo SJs is the Dio are class. They are the best. I love them. Also, again, actually, same with the Banshee. The Diogen spirit box ability. It's not even actually. I don't even think it's an ability. The special Dio spirit box noise that you can get. I think you have to literally be standing on the Dio using the spirit box to get it. It's probably the rarest ability in the game. and there is no reason for you to know it exists unless you've seen someone else do it or been told about it. I think that's really fucking cool. The actual noise that it makes is nothing special. I think it's just a little growl or something down the spirit box instead of a talking response. But I think it's so cool that exists. Yeah, big fan of the Dio. Really solid ghost, and it's something so different as well. Like such a different ghost. But yeah. Anyway, on the flip side of that, fucking worst ghost in the game. Absolutely awful. Stinky Goryo. Like, I just think that, like, the concept is kind of good, right? Like, the concept of a ghost that has its favourite room, loves its favourite room, will never change that room, will protect it. Like, the concept's good, right? But then it has one behaviour that, like, actually plays into that concept, and that is the behaviour that it doesn't change its favourite room. It has no other, like, actual behaviours that support that concept. Otherwise, it is a completely normal ghost, except the fact that for some reason, you can only see it on the dots projector through the video camera. Which, as far as I can tell, has zero to do with that concept at all. Why? Why can you only see it on the video camera? That ability would make far more sense for the Phantom. And I think it should be an ability of the Phantom, because thematically, that actually makes sense. Phantoms don't show themselves, they show themselves much less than other ghosts, so you can only see it on the dots through a video camera. That makes sense, that has an explanation. I wouldn't mind that. Why? Why the Goryo? Like, what? I just think the Goryo could have some, like, unique behaviours to do with its favourite room. Like, it only does ghost events in its favourite room. Maybe it, like, throws objects at players, specifically. There's some, like, cool coding with the Goryo where when it throws an item, it throws it at the players when they're in the ghost room. It can hunt, maybe, at a higher sanity when you're in the ghost room. All of these things would make sense. Why? Why is the only ability that it has, not even an ability, it's not an ability, it doesn't have an ability. This is the problem with the Goryo, it doesn't have an ability. Why is the only behaviour that it has that it doesn't change ghost rooms? Why is that it? It's just stinky. It's stinky. Maybe this should be an I can fix him, because I do think I could fix him, but I don't think it should be in that category. Because it has no redeeming qualities as it stands. As it stands, it's just stinky. Brings nothing to the table, stupid introvert. Okay, we didn't need that attack. Alright. Next ghost. The Hauntu. This is one of the ghosts that I don't know what to do with. Please don't drag introverts, Kian. Was that we're sensitive. Yeah, the Hauntu I don't know what to do with, because I think it makes sense. I think it at least gets sheet done. You're right. I think a ghost that has a preference to the cold, that's faster in the cold, that turns off the breakaway more to keep it cold. All of these things are great in theory. I'm not excited by the concept. You know what I mean? Like, the Hauntu, I don't go, oh my god, it's a Hauntu when I figure out the ghost, you know? It doesn't give me the same rush that, like, a demon does, of like, oh, it's a demon, oh my god, you know? It doesn't give me that. It's a solid ghost. I think, unlike the Goryo, it fits with its theme. It has abilities to do with its theme. Yeah. What did he say fuck me for? He's teasing you, Liam. But yeah, I think the Hantu is a solid, well-rounded ghost. And I like it for that reason. I feel similarly, I think, about the Jinn. I think the Jinn for me is, like, theming wise, I don't really know what the Jinn is. I think the theme is not strong with the Jinn, but I think the ability's solid. It can be a little spooky. Yeah, I think it might be an I can fix him though, because it's hi Jen. Because I just don't really like it. You know, like it's a solid ability. It's like I don't even know what it's supposed to do. Like what is the theming of the Jinn? Like, let's see, Jinn Phasmophobia. What is the flavor text of the Jinn? Um. Yeah, I don't know. The wiki won't tell me. It would be great if I could have the book page. I'd love to know what the book page says about the Jinn. Oh wait, hang on. I think I've got it. I've got the old one. I don't know if it's changed. Jinn is a territorial ghost that will attack when threatened. It has also been known to travel at significant speed. That's literally all it says. Okay, so like the Jinn, I think, needs a theme. It needs like a thing, like a unique thing. You know what? Like, yes, it speeds up in line of sight, and then it slows down again, and that's kind of it. Like, yes, it has a unique ability. It's one of the more unique abilities in the game. Love staring at a breakers game too. That's cool. Like that ability is cool, but it's just like that's it. It's kind of boring. It doesn't have a strong theme like the Hantu does. It's just kind of meh. So I think for that reason, it's in the lower tiers. It's in I can fix him. And the reason I put it there is because of ghosts like the mayor. Now the mayor, I think, is a good ghost. I think again, strong theme, really strong theme. A ghost that doesn't like the light. Because that's another thing with the Jinn as well. Why does it have the breaker on all the time? Why? Why is its ability linked to the breaker? Because unlike something like the Raiju, whose abilities are linked to electronics, that makes sense. It would make sense that the Raiju would want the breaker on, so that there's electronics on in the house. Even if it doesn't actually do anything for the Raiju to have the breaker on it, that would make sense. The Jinn, why? Why does it depend on the breaker? Why does it want the lights on? Who knows? It's just a strong, coherent theme. But the mayor, I think the mayor has a great theme. I think it's one of the more annoying ghosts to do like a no evidence challenge with, because it's just a normal speed ghost. But the fact that it can hunt at higher sanities in the dark and is it's not even normal sanity, it's a lower sanity when the light's on, I think that's great. 60 and 40 rather than just 60 50 or whatever. I think that's wonderful. I think yes, it's annoying because it's normal speed and you're doing a no evidence run, you're unlikely to get a mare ability, but as I have said, I love the little niche abilities. I love the little niche, and I think the mares is really cool and probably one of the easier ones to get. I just think it's a really good theme. I think, yeah, that like a ghost doesn't like the light. Everything about the mare is themed around it. I think she's a get sheet done, and I think conceptually I kind of prefer it over the Hauntu. Posture check. Okay, Christ. Posture check feels like an insult. Love that I have that set up. Every time I'm like, I think I like mares. I genuinely do. I think I'm a sucker for a ghost with a good theme, and I just think that the mare has a good theme about it. Like it's not the most fun to play against. It can be really annoying to work out that you're dealing with a mare, yes. But I think that theme wise, ability wise, it makes sense. I think it's cool. I think I prefer it over a Hauntu. Yeah. Just a postige check after you said I like this. Ballad. Alright. Well, did their light switch ability more often? That'd be nice. I think the issue is if it did do much, it would be too easy to figure out a mare, because you switch on and off lights in this game so much. Like, and like, think about the amount of times you touch a light switch in a Phasmophobia game, and then think about if the mare's ability was more common. You would get it every game almost instantly. There would never be any solving to do because you would always know if it was a mare. I think maybe a tad more common. If it was a tad easier to get it to do it, then maybe. But I think it's kind of balanced quite nicely where it's one of those things that, like, when you get it, it's kind of an oh my god moment because it's quite rare. I think I like that. I like those kind of abilities to be rare. Yeah, I'm a fan of the mare. I think strong theming, decent ghost, gets sheet done. The Mimic. I fucking love the Mimic. The Mimic's going straight into honestly let them haunt. I think the Mimic is so funny. I think a Mimic that doesn't mimic a ghost that does anything fun. A Mimic that mimics normal speed, regular ghosts from this area. Very boring, okay? Yes. The Mimic can be boring. They can get boring Mimic games, but the non-boring Mimic games are some of the best Phasmo games you will ever play. Like the Mimic Dio that we had on Bleasdale, one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yes, the Mimic Dio is always a classic. When it comes in the second hunt, unexpectedly, oh my god. There was two. So there was Rick. I think there was two. And I actually couldn't remember if they were both mimics, but the fact you remember it being a mimic is funny. Yeah. So there was the one, I think it was Edgefield. Was it Ridgeview? No, it was Ridgeview because I was behind the fridge, wasn't I? Yeah, Ridgeview, and then we had literally in the next session we had one in Bleasdale as well. Literally 2 mimic duos in like 3 days. The funniest thing ever. I was in the lockers in the garage. Yeah. 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 Mimic Dio. I think we had one game where it mimicked a gin, but it had previously turned the breaker off, and I remember being like, well, it's a gin, but it can't be a gin because it turned the breaker off. It's a mimic. What? It was one of the best games ever. I was just those moments of like something impossible happening and the only explanation being that it's a mimic. I just think it's one of the best ghosts. It's so fun. I think I'm gonna put it above Dio. It could be it's a contender. It's really a contender because I think I've had more fun mimic games than I've had Banshee games. But I just think the Banshee's such a solid ghost. Oh, it's a toss-up. It's a toss-up at the top. It's a toss-up. Yeah, I think fabulous. Love it. I've never felt safe in a locker or closet after that. This is what I mean, though. That makes such a good ghost. Such a good ghost. Okay. Moving on to the Moroi. The Moroi, I think, is a solid ghost. I think it's probably one of, if not the scariest ghosts in the game. Just because it's so strong. Like, I think, yes, it's a normal hunting ghost. It's a 50% ghost. You're not going to get early hunted, which makes it less dangerous. You're not going to get unexpectedly jumped like you might with a demon or a Thae. But the thing that's terrifying about the Moroi is that the longer it takes for you to get hunted, the longer you go, the more the game you play, the more dangerous the Moroi gets, because your sanity drains, the Moroi gets faster. And the thing about a Moroi that a demon doesn't have and a Thae doesn't have, well, a Thae has its speed, yes, but a Thae, unlike the Moroi, does not speed up in line of sight. Whereas a Moroi speeds up in line of sight. So a Moroi is actually the fastest ghost in the game. It's the ghost that can reach the fastest speed, because it's a tad slower than the Thae is at its fastest, but it speeds up in line of sight, at which point it speeds up to be faster than a Thae. So if you're running from a Moroi or you're trying to loop it or something silly, it's going to be faster than a Thae, and it's for that reason the most dangerous ghost in the game, I think. The Moroi curse, I think, is wonderful. Chef's kiss. The fact it does it to the spirit box, which is something you have to, if you're playing with evidence, you have to do. And it does it through the parabolic as well, which I think is a really good touch. Basically, if you hear it, you get the Moroi curse, which I think is great. Kind of easy to figure out by looking at the sanity. Yes, but kind of no. Like, I think it's easier for us because we play multiplayer all the time. So we can just compare usually George's sanity to one of ours, and if it's gone down much more significantly, then yes, it's a Moroi, obviously. But when you're playing single player, it's a bit harder, and unless you know the game really well, and you know exactly how much sanity you should be draining from what and why, then it can be a bit of a hidden ability. And that's the thing as well, is that the Moroi sanity drain is a hidden ability. It's not something that is explained in the journal or anything like that. It's something you have to learn, like, in addition. We know about it, so it's great we can use it, but a lot of people might not, because in the book, it literally just says the Moroi has been known to curse their victims. It gives zero details. Zero details that it's linked to sanity, that it's linked to the spirit box, anything like that. Yeah, I think it's probably one of the coolest abilities in the game. So that, yeah, the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, yeah, the Moroi I would take on a second date. I think I think we've had some good games with the Moroi. I think it's a scary ghost. I think it has a fairly strong theme in pretty much it's all to do with sanity. That's its USP. That's its thing. All of its abilities, its speed, linked to sanity. The way that it drains your sanity is such a cool ability. The only thing about the Moroi that is useless, and you guys probably don't even know about, that's literally never been relevant ever to anyone. The Moroi, for some reason, when you smudge it, ordinarily, when you smudge a ghost, it is blinded for 5 seconds. The Moroi, for some reason, is blinded for 7.5. I think it's 7.5. I think it used to be 12 or like 10. I think it was like double. But they changed it because it was too obvious when the Moroi was frozen for like 10 seconds. So they changed to 7.5, which is such an insignificant amount of time. And when you're running for your life, you're not fucking counting. Like, it's the most useless ability. It's got nothing to do with its theme. It's got nothing to do with sanity. It's got nothing to do with its curse. It's got nothing to do with... It's the stupidest thing. Nobody knows it exists. It's so dumb. It's just, yeah. We ignore that part of the Moroi. It's a pointless thing. I think it's because of the speed and the speed up in line of sight. You need that extra 2.5 seconds if you stand a chance of getting away from it in a lot of circumstances. But it is so I think it's more of a balance thing. I think it's meant less of an ability and more of a balance thing. And yeah, I don't think you're really meant to know about it, but obviously the Phasmo community, we're going to figure it out. But it is pointless. I don't think I'd campaign to remove it. I think it's fine that it exists, because like I say, I think it probably is for a balance thing, because the Moroi can be so fast. But, you know, it's pointless. And it has nothing to do with the theme. Yeah, I really like the Moroi. I do really like the Moroi. When I saw the tier list, I wasn't expecting to see these as categories, but I love them. Obviously, I had to personalize the categories because it's me. They had to be on theme, you know. All right, Myling. I think for me, somewhere in here. It's a tricky one for me. I think Myling, good theme. It's quiet. It's quiet during a hunt, and it makes noise the rest of the time. I think the actual execution of that theme, in that its footsteps can't be heard from outside of the disruption range of your equipment. Great, perfect. I think it works well. They can be fucking annoying though to work out. Especially, I think, on the house maps. I think the smaller the map it is, the more annoying it is to work out on Myling, because Well, I say that. Okay, the smaller the map and the more kind of compact it is on multiple floors. The most annoying thing about a myling is that it doesn't work like cross floor. If it goes upstairs and it's kind of above you, you can hear it perfectly fine like a normal ghost. It's really difficult to tell a myling if it's not on the same floor as you. Which is why, like, on Ridgeview, we always lure it downstairs and try and lure it to the garage so that someone can sit behind the fridge and then you can hear it. Because otherwise, you just can't hear it. On the even smaller maps like Tanglewood and Edgefield, testing for myling is the worst. It sucks because the maps are so small. It's really difficult if you're on the same floor as the ghost to be out of range and to be able to hear and listen for myling. It's really hard. See, I think testing for mylings is really annoying. But when you do figure it out, I think it's fun. I think it's a solid theme. I think maybe there could be a little bit more to it. And also I don't really get the like connection between that and it making more noise through a parabolic microphone. That's confusing to me. Why does it make more noise? Parabolic microphone. It's really weird. Like it's like they've kind of gone really far both ways. Like I don't know if the intention is that like I think they have to settle on either A, it's the quiet ghost and everything's quiet. But I think what they've gone for is really quiet during a hunt, loud outside of a hunt, but the loud outside of a hunt doesn't really translate in this game. And especially not in the way they've done it, because the way they've done it is just that it makes slightly more noises through the parabolic. It's a really weird detail that is never helpful. It's yeah. I think that I would get rid of. That I would say I think maybe the myling has something where it can't do singing ghost events or something like that. Because that's something that works for the Oni. The Oni not being able to do air balls, I think is good. I think that's fun. I think mylings maybe can't do singing ghost events or something like that. I think that would be way better than makes more noise through the parabolic. So I just think that completely goes against what they're going for. But yeah, other than that, I think myling, it gets sheet done. I think can be a pain in the ass, but I think it gets sheet done. It has a clear theme and it executes it. And I can't really complain. Right. You don't like mylings. Also think the chance, like I've never actually had it, but I think the chance of a jump scare with a myling, of like not being able to hear the ghost and coming around a corner and seeing the ghost and just being like, oh my god, it's haunting, what, I couldn't hear it. I think that the concept of that is fun. But yeah, I also think we personally have had some stinky experiences with ghosts that we've either thought were a myling and turned out to not be because of some weird audio glitches and things like that. Or ghosts that were myling that's taken us 10 years and 5 different tests to figure out. Like we personally, I think, have had some stinky mylings, but conceptually, solid. Now the Obake, I love an Obake. I love, again, with the sort of rare one-time ability sort of things, the 6-finger fingerprint, the mystery that it is, the elusive 6-finger fingerprint. I love that ability. I think it's so cool. I don't know why the Obake has it. I guess it's something to do with like a shapeshiftery kind of thing. Like, oh, they've accidentally given themselves a 6th finger. Actually, now that I've just talked myself into understanding why that is an Obake ability. That makes perfect sense, actually. I take it back. The Obake may have just moved up on the tier list. Actually, you know what? Maybe. Oh, I don't know. Well, that's a tricky one. I do really like the Obake. I think the shape-shifting... So, Obakes used to be really stinky. They used to be stinkier than a Goryo because they used to not do anything. They used to be, like, the theme was all the same and everything. They used to not do anything. Like, literally nothing. I think they may have had the 6-finger fingerprint, but they didn't do the shape-shifting in a hunt, and people rightfully complained that there was zero way to figure out an Obake because they didn't do anything. And in a zero evidence run, literally you could not tell an Obake and a Goryo apart unless the ghost changed ghost room. There was nothing. You couldn't tell them apart. So they actually, after the Obake is released, went back and changed the Obake to have the shape-shifting. And I think it's so cool. I think it's one of the most fun ghost abilities. I think it's great. I love the 6-finger fingerprint. I just think it's a good ghost. It's such a good ghost. I would go on a second date with an Obake I get so excited when I see an Obake shift in a hunt. Yeah, it's in the right place. I love an Obake. Now, Oni, I think I also am a big fan of the Oni. I really think I like active ghosts. I think the Oni's great. I think now I know how to spot Oni blinks. I think it's actually, they might put it above the demon. Now I know how to spot Oni blinks. I think it's fucking awesome that it does that. So I just hiccuped in the middle of that sentence. Yeah, debating whether or not it's an Oni and then getting airballed. So much fun, so satisfying. The timing on some of these airballs has been incredible. I love it. Yeah, really fun active ghost, because otherwise it's just a normal ghost. Like, otherwise it's just a normal speed, but it's really active and it has a cool blink. And I think, yeah, not being able to do an airball makes perfect sense. It's just a good ghost. It's just a good ghost. It's just, yeah, the visible ghost, well themed. Yeah, great ghost. No complaints. Now, this little fucking bastard. This little shit. I don't even know what to do with this because I feel quite personally, quite strongly, it lives in Stinky. And like, this is a personal vendetta. There's no objectivity to this. I hate the Onryo test. I hate it. I think I've executed an Onryo test successfully maybe once. And never again. It never works. I don't know what we're doing wrong. I think using tier 3 cruces, we've been doing that wrong for a while. I'll hold my hands up. That is a problem. But tell me why you have candles all over the room. The Onryo still somehow manages to find a little pocket in the very back where it can hunt from. Why? Why does it never work? It's so annoying. It's every single Onryo we have ever had, where we have had all 3 evidences, I have still genuinely not believed that we've had an Onryo, because the Onryo test has never worked. The candles never seem to stop the hunts. When we're playing on Nightmare and we have the 2 evidence that Onryo shares with Mimic, we always spend 20 minutes looking for the mimic evidence because we never believe it's an unreal. Because it's that stinky and stupid. It never works. I hate this ghost. It's not as bad as the Goryo because, like, it's annoying. It is kind of the epitome of I can fix him. And I think, were I not so jaded about this ghost, I would put it here because I do think it is kind of the epitome of this category. I could fix him because conceptually, it's strong. I think a ghost that doesn't like fire, great. The fact that the Unreal test exists and seems to work for most other people, I think is great. I think, yeah, having candles basically work like crucifixes for it, great. I think having the ability to hunt after blowing out too many candles and just saying enough is enough, great. I think conceptually it's really strong. Mechanically, all of its abilities follow said theme. I could fix him in that, you know, if they sorted out, like, mechanically the range of the candles and things for an Onryo, maybe candles should have a slightly bigger range for an Onryo or something like that. Like, I think numbers-wise, they did a bit of an adjustment. They could fix the Onryo. But I have been burned, ironically, so many times by this fucking ghost. I can't put it anywhere other than stinky. While I think it's the epitome of I can fix him, I think he has to be stinky. And now, we're gonna move on to the Phantom. The Phantom, I think, I really like the Phantom. I think, again, strong theme. I think the fact it disappears when you take a photo, so satisfying to figure out it's a phantom like that. We just never get them. Phantoms? Yeah, we rarely get phantoms. We do not get phantoms. We get so many Onryos and Onis. We get Onis a lot. We rarely get phantoms. But I think they are really fun to work out. I think Phantom Blink is way easier to spot than an Oni Blink, which I personally like because I love being able to watch a ghost during a hunt and figure it out. I think the fact that it disappears when you take a photo of it is so satisfying when you get that ability. I'm gonna cough, sorry. I'm talking too much. Yapping far too much. Okay, I'm sorry. And breathe again. Yes. So it disappearing when you take a photo, I think is great. I think, yeah, conceptually that will make sense. That's great. It's just a normal ghost otherwise, except for some reason, and I don't know why. For some reason, this is a roaming ghost. It's a stalker ghost, and I don't understand why. That TikTok's so funny, Rick. I was laughing my ass off. Yeah, I don't know why this is a stalker ghost. Why does it roam? Why? Also, the Phantom has this weird ability that no one has and will ever notice because it's so insignificant. The Phantom, when it's visible, i.e. during a ghost event or a hunt, drains your sanity by like 1 or 2% just passively while it's visible, it's so insignificant. You'd never notice it. Like, nowhere near like you'd notice like the Moroi sanity drain. Because it's so insignificant. It's the most pointless ability in the world, but it does exist. That I don't really know why. Because to me, if you're a ghost who drains the sanity of its victims when you're visible, why do you hate being visible? Why? You know? It just like kind of ruins the theme for me. That I feel like would be an ability better served on the Oni. Unless the concept that they were trying to go for is that the Phantom is so terrifying that it has to be visible less. But that doesn't fit with then the camera disappearing ability and stuff like that. Like it just doesn't it doesn't feel congruent to the rest of its theme and abilities. It's just it's a pointless ability, and it doesn't seem to fit the theme. And then yeah, the roaming, I don't understand why. Why is it roam? Why? That all of that said though, I think yeah. I'm kind of considering moving demon. I'm gonna leave it there for now. I think I like phantoms more though. Yeah. Poltergeist, this I feel needs no explanation. I am now just gonna sort of readjust where the... Actually, I'm gonna put it... I might leave it, actually. I'm just gonna leave it there, because then my camera's in the right spot. Sorry, I got distracted by that. I do wish it was easy to get a poly explosion. I do wish, because I think that is one of my favourite abilities in the game. The poltergeist explosion is so fun. And it does drain your sanity, so it's actually helpful for the ghost to do it on the ghost's, side as well. It's trying the ghost to do support United Island. But yeah, the poltergeist, I think, has one of the best abilities in the game. It's really fun. Just for the ghost to just be lobbing shit all the time and it just flying everywhere. It's really fun to spot during a hunt. It's a poltergeist, That shit's so cool. I just think it's awesome. Yeah, let them haunt. Although, I am kind of looking at this now and I'm like, do I like the poltergeist more than the Obake? Should Obake be up there? Or should poltergeist be down? I don't know. I really came into this thinking yeah, these are my ghosts. These are my honestly let them haunt. But Obake is honestly, the more I think about the Obake, the more I'm like, this is a spanner in the works. I think I will reassess this at the end. We'll come back to this. The Raiju, I think I can quite comfortably put there. I think the Raiju is the epitome of get shit done. Strong theme. It executes said theme very well. It's a fun ghost to play against. She gets shit done. I think a ghost that feeds off of electronics is a really cool concept. It's scary as fuck. It's really fast when it's around electronics, which I think is really cool. I love the scary fast ghosts. Yeah, she has a strong theme. She executes it. She gets shit done. Next ghost, Revenant. We will always take a Revenant on a second date. I think Revenants are it's just a good ghost. It's just a good ghost. I think, yeah. That's just kind of all I've got to say. I think, yeah. It's super fast when it knows where you are. Otherwise, it's menacingly slow, and I think it makes it so scary. I think when you're hearing a Revenant plod around the house and you know if it sees you, you're fucked. Terrifying. I look. I every time I talk about these ghosts, Demon moves further and further down. But yeah, I think, yeah, I fucking love a Revenant. I personally think the Poltergeist would have gotten a job on the Bobby Margaret Thatcher. God, I remember. Oh my God. Jesus. All right. Now we move on to a shade. I think. Yeah. I think a shade for me. I like the concept of a quiet ghost. I think it's very necessary for the game. I think. Yeah. I think I really like the concept. Um I like the idea of an inactive ghost. But then I think it could be more, not more inactive, but I think it could have other things about it. I don't know what. I don't really have many ideas. I think it could be more interesting and still be a shade, if you know what I mean. There's potential there for it to be more interesting and still be a shade. But right now it doesn't have that. It just, the shade has a lot of stuff it can't do. Enough nothing that it can do that other ghosts can't. You know what I mean? The shade is a big long list of it can't do this, it can't do that, it can't do this, it can't do that. There is nothing about the shade that's like, yeah, but the shade can do that thing, and that thing is cool, And I think it needs that. It needs a thing that it can do that is cool or unique or something. That being said, though, I think a shade is better than a spirit. Spirit stinks. Spirit is boring, and I think that's by design. That it's just like the ghost, and that's it. But it's boring. It's boring. We could fix him. What if the shade was the friends we made along the way? What? Yeah, I think spirit for me is just like, oh, it's a spirit. Ugh, okay. Moving on. Like, Whereas at least when it's a shade, it's like, oh, it's a shade. That makes sense. That's why it's been so quiet, There's a little bit of gratification. Spirits are nothing, yeah. But I think it could be fixed, which is why I'm not going to put it in stinky, because I don't think it's actually actively bad. I think it's just boring. Yeah. It has one unique thing, and that's this smudge timer, and that's it. And that's not even an ability or anything. It's just the only way to differentiate it, because it had to have something to differentiate it. And I don't know why it's that either. Like, yeah, we never get them, and yeah, I'm glad we don't. Anyway, the Fae. The Fae, I think for me, yeah, that feels right. She gets shit done. She is a she's a scary fast ghost who hunts early. The aging is cool. The aging is cool. The aging is cool. The aging is cool. I I don't know why I've got such an attachment to Mare. Every time Mare moves down the list, I feel unhappy about it. But the aging is cool. And she's scary and she's fast. She's dangerous. Yeah. She gets shit done. She really does. I think, yeah, I don't like they as much as I like any of these. I think it's definitely not on the level. But I think definitely, yeah, top there, where it's sitting right now. The twins, I love. I love the twins. The different speeds. It's so dynamic. The extended range of interaction. She's up here somewhere. I think maybe she's here. We love the twins. We really do. Yeah. I think she's there. I feel happy about that. Definitely under the Obake. This could maybe be the other way, but I think I prefer the twins to the Moroi. Just a tad. Yeah. The twins as a concept, I think is so cool. Like, I think the idea of a ghost with two different speeds, it's kind of two ghosts in one. It's really cool. I think thematically, one thing that would be really cool for the twins is if they had two different ghost models, but I think that's way too obvious, and they could never implement that because I think it would be so broken. Like thematically, I think it would be awesome and would make so much sense, but like logistically, for balance reasons, I think it was so broken. They could never do that. But yeah, the different speeds and how it's like it's not obvious until it is obvious. I think I really like, because like if you do get it early and you do listen to the ghost and you go, that's like slightly faster than normal. If you get it early like that, you feel really clever and you feel really smart. And then like if you get it later on when you hear the slow twin and you're like, oh, that's so obvious, it's the twins. That's really satisfying. Like I just think the twins is it's a really good theme. It's a really good USP for a ghost. And that's kind of like the ghosts I like are really the ones that have a good USP. And I think these ghosts up here are the ones that really tick those boxes. They all have something really unique about them. And they've got a really strong theme, and they've got the abilities to back that up. And I think, yeah, Twins is a really good example of that. Another fairly good example of that is the Wraith. I like the stalking. I like the fact that it can literally just teleport to you wherever you are in the house, and then it can hunt, and you're just dead. That's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. The fact it can't walk in salt, really easy way to identify a Wraith. I think old Phasmo, where the Wraith could walk in salt, was so confusing, and I'm so glad that they changed to that. I think the Wraith for me is gonna be there. I think it gets shit done. I think it's not second date worthy, but I think it has a strong theme. It's scary. It has the it has the ability to back it up, and it has the not stepping its salt to back it up. All of those things make sense. It all makes sense as to why the Wraith can do the things that it can do. Yeah. Solid Ghost. I enjoy Wraith games reasonably well. Unlike the yokai. The yokai, for me, she's gonna go... Honestly, I think she's gonna go there. I think... I think... This ghost makes no sense to me. I think that's the problem. I think... I guess the theme is that it's sensitive to sound, but then it's not. Like, you know, like, or I guess it gets aggravated by close by sound, which is what makes it aggressive. But then during a hunt, it can't hear you or sense you from further away because it has such a small range of... It has a very small bubble of personal space, and it gets angry when things invade that personal space. That's the theme of the yokai, I guess. Which, you know, works. It just kind of seems like it's two things, which... Thing one, the yokai will hunt you under 80% sanity, which is very high. It's a very high early hunting range. Will hunt you under 80% sanity if you speak near it. That's thing one. Thing two is that the yokai has a very, very small detection range. It's like 2.5 meters. If you're outside of that range, so if you're not super close to the yokai, it cannot hear you and it cannot detect your electronic equipment. The yokai test is annoying as fuck to perform in a lot of maps. It can be very, very tricky to test for it. I don't think we've ever successfully done a yokai test. I think the only way we've ever figured out a yokai has been by just yapping near it and seeing if it early hunts. Yeah, I think thing one and thing two kind of complement each other, but the more you think about it, the less they actually do. Yeah, it's... I think it is a very good I can fix him ghost, because I think it's... Again, there is a theme there. There's something of a theme. There's something of an idea there. But it's just a little bit incongruent. So it's not particularly strong in its execution. I think a sound-sensitive ghost is really cool. I just think that the yokai is not a cool way to do it. If you get me. That's why I put it there. I also think it's kind of a boring ghost, and like I said earlier, a pain in the ass to work out. Speaking of pain in the asses to work out and kind of boring, the Yuri. The Yuri is such a weird one for me, because I think the Yuri ability is really cool. I love a door slam too, George. I really do. But I do not understand why the Yuri has that ability. And also, that is the only ability that the Yuri has. It's the only thing that the Yuri does. It's not an early hunter, it's not fast, it's not slow, it does nothing else. It just slams doors for some reason. There's no theme. There's no concept. It just slams doors. Which is kind of iconic. But why? You know what I mean? Why? It's just nothing going on. It's such a weird one to play because, like I say, I love the Yuri ability. Like I really love the Yuri ability. But there's nothing else going on. It's really an I can fix him ghost, because I think if the Yuri had a theme that made sense with its door slam, it would be actually really cool ghost. It would be similar to the mare in how I feel. How I feel about the mare would be how I felt about the Yuri if the Yuri had anything else. A reason for the door slam to exist, anything at all, it would be up there with mare. But as it stands, I could fix him. I could fix him, but right now, that being said, I think I prefer the Yuri door slam to a Jin's ability. And I mean that sincerely, wholehearted. I actually think Jin I've got in the wrong place. Maybe even here. I actually didn't realise how much I fucking hate the Jin. But like, yapping at a yokai is fun. Yapping at a yokai is fun. And conceptually, I think the yokai is strong. I just think the execution's bad. The Jin's got nothing going on, and the Jin is the same as the Yuri in that there's nothing of substance or theme, and it has an objectively less fun ability because I like out of hunt rare abilities like a Yuri door slam, mare thingy, pulty, boom. The Jin just has it speeds up in a hunt. That's it. I think I actually feel better about Jin being there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's my tier list. I'm still I think I think Obake is making leaps and bounds. I think let me I think this is it. I love the six fingers. I really do. And yeah. I love the six fingers, and I think what Obake has over Poltergeist is the shapeshifting during a hunt. Like, the Poltergeist doesn't have that. The Poltergeist has, throwing things about during a hunt. But all the ghosts can do that. It's just that the Poltergeist does it more and further, which, in the right kind of location, if you set up a load of items on an object, on a kitchen counter or something, it can look really cool and it can be really fun to see. But sometimes it's actually just really hard to tell. And other ghosts can kind of replicate that to an extent. Yeah, I think this is my tier list. This is still very, like, I look at that and I go, that feels right. But then I look at, oh god, then I look at that and I'm like, that feels right. Does it? Oh, the Mimic Dio. I'm doing it. My argument for this, a Mimic can be a Banshee. And then it can be a Dio. Do you know, that's actually hilarious. Can you imagine getting hunted? The ghost literally approaches you, doesn't kill you because it's a Mimic Banshee, and then the next hunt, it's a Mimic Dio and it just fucking slaughters you all. hilarity. That's so funny. I think, yeah, evil, but funny. I oh god, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm toying with it. I'm toying with it. I think I'm going to leave it like this. I think I'm going to leave it like this. This is, actually, surprisingly, more balanced than I expected it to be. Like, there's, obviously bar stinky. Because I genuinely, I don't think these ghosts are bad. I think they're just... I mean, this one, I don't think is even, badly made. I think it's just never worked for me, and it's annoying for that reason. And this, I think, is just the most boring fucking ghost and makes zero sense. But I don't think they're bad. I think the Goryo has a good concept. I just think that the abilities that it has have nothing to do with said actually good concept. I think there's good ideas here, and I think there's some actually good implemented ideas with this one, but it never seems to fucking work for me. I don't think these ghosts are bad. I don't think this game has a bad ghost. I think it just has worse ghosts than others, which I think is why it's so evenly distributed. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game, and they're good ghosts, and they all have something going for them. And I think looking at this, I think I'm very happy with my choices and my placements. Though I keep looking at Mare and going, I can't put Mare, but actually I can. I think I can. Yeah. I think it's not gonna go above there because I think that the aging is cool. I don't know if I'd put Wraith too high. Maybe Wraith should be there. I think the aging is cool, and I think the actually the unique interaction with the Ouija board is really fucking awesome. Raiju of Wraith? I don't think I agree. But I think actually I agree with this. And yeah, like I said, Thayer has the unique interaction with the Ouija board, which the Thayer, fun fact, is the only ghost, apart from if you count the Shade and its interaction with the music box and the summoning circle. The Thayer is the only one of these ghosts that has any unique interaction with any of the cursed possessions. And that's really cool. Rift's a little boring to me. I think the teleporting's cool. I think we have never really had a Wraith game that's had a very good showcase for the teleporting. We've never had a Wraith teleport hunt moment. We did? Oh, okay. I don't remember that. But yeah, the Shade as well has the unique interaction with the summoning circle and the music box, and that is the only ghost that can do a shadow ghost event or manifest as a shadow when you activate those cursed possessions. No other ghost can do that, which is cool. And it teleported to the front door and I had to run back to the kitchen counter and died bent over. I think I actually do remember that. That's funny. Oh. Yeah, anyway, I think I'm happy with my tier list. This is my opinion. It may change. It probably will change. It's probably not always been like this either, but this is my current feelings, thoughts, and opinions. Yeah, that's the ghost tier list. Now we'll move on to a slightly more controversial tier list. We'll do the maps. Now, I couldn't find a tier list that was completely up to date. So, Bleasdale is still old Bleasdale in the photo, but we are going to rank new Bleasdale. We're not going to. Well, I'll tell you where I would have put old Bleasdale, but we're going to rank it as if it is new Bleasdale. Also, I've just realised it's spelt wrong. I didn't make this tier list. That's not my fault. I didn't spell it wrong. The person who made this spelled it wrong. Okay. Before we do this, I'm going to sort on my hair because I've been seeing that gap for the past 15 minutes. It's been really annoying me. My hair, I haven't straightened my hair properly. I just did it with I have a straightening brush. Which works fucking excellently on all of my hair except my fringe, which it cannot straighten to save its life. Which is kind of annoying, but hey, it is what it is. Right. Let me bob this on over here. So, maps. I have done the tiers for this list as if I am a real estate agent. I've done the likelihood of this house selling. So the top tier, the best maps in the game, I'd move in. I would live there. Me. Personally. With the ghost and all. I'd live there. Tier 2, I could sell this. I could market this to somebody and they might buy it. Tier 3, on the market. And it's probably going to be on the market for a while. She's mid. She'll probably sell eventually. We probably like her a little. But she's mid. Tier 4, she needs renovating. She needs improvement. She's not brilliant. She's playable, but she's not brilliant. And tier 5, I'd rather die. Never do I choose to step foot in this map willingly. And that is the tier ranking for the maps. And we're going to start off with new Bleasdale. Imagine the hell estate agents go through in the Phasmo world, good lord. Yep. Alright, so. New Bleasdale. Now, old Bleasdale, I would have put in needs renovating. because it did. Thankfully, it's received its renovation. And I have to say, I'd move in. I fucking love New Bleasdale. I think it's a gorgeous map, visually. I think it's really fun to play on. So much space, so many rooms. There's plenty of hiding spots and little nooks and crannies to sort of stash yourself away in if you need to. It's big enough that if you do get caught out somewhere on the map where you don't have a hiding spot, as long as you're far enough-ish away from the ghost room, the ghost is probably not going to come and get you anyway. It's got the best room, in the whole game. The attic bedroom in this map is the best map in the game. Best room in the game. Oh my god. I think this is a Freudian slip. I fear it's the best map in the game. It's just so fun. It's so fun to play on. Lovely tiled bathroom, accessible, but it doesn't have a basement. It has an attic. A pelvis always found at the foot of the bed. Spacious. You're so right, Ben. Yeah, New Blaisdell's just, it's stunning. Visually, it's stunning. It's actually really fun to play on. Every single room is a fun, new experience. Like, it's really dynamic. Getting an outside ghost is always fun. The attic ghosts are fun. It's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. I love it. I really do. Next, Edgefield. Edgefield is a solid. I could sell this. I think Edgefield is a solid map. There is the absence of a decent looping spot, and I think that's kind of the only thing. Like, that means 0 to me because I can't loop. I understand that might frustrate the better players at this game. It doesn't really bother me that much because I'm terrible at looping as is, so the absence of a decent looping spot makes no difference to me because I can't loop. But yeah, I think Edgefield is it's a great map for hiding. I think hiding upstairs, easy and simple. Even if the closets are closed, you can hide in that back bedroom. You can just sort of pull the door open, you hide in the corner, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be fine. It's just a good map, I think. It's a good solid map. It's not one of my personal faves, but it's a good solid map. Next up, Grafton. Now, this might be a controversial opinion, because I don't think people agree with me. I really like Grafton. I always preferred Grafton over Old Bleasdale. New Bleasdale, definitely not, but I always preferred Grafton over Old Bleasdale. The chair on the Grafton landing is my favourite hiding spot in the game. I don't know why. Actually, I actually have told an explicit lie. It's not, but we'll come back to that later. It's my second favourite. My second favourite hiding spot in the whole game. It's a really good hiding spot though. I really enjoy it. Upstairs on Grafton is boring. I disagree. I think it's good. That being said, I think it's going down in my estimations. I would have put this here if you'd asked me 2 months ago, but I think now it's here. I'm seeing its flaws. I'm really excited for its rework. But I do enjoy it as a map, and I've always preferred the farmhouses to the small houses. Especially in the early days of the game when I didn't know what I was doing when we used to play, I always found the farmhouses less scary than the smaller houses because they were bigger, and that felt safer to me in the days when I didn't really know how to hide and stuff like that. If they remove my chair in the Grafton rework, I'm going to be so upset. So upset. But yeah, I think I prefer it to Edgefield. Yeah, I'm happy to leave it there. I think. High school, I'd rather die. I think high school. God, she has so many problems, but I think chief among them is just that it's so boring. Not only is every single room the same, if you're unfortunate enough to get one upstairs at the back, you're going to have the most miserable game of your life because 90% of it is going to be making like the Hobbit and walking for 3 hours straight, back and forth from the van. It's just miserable. There's nothing going on. It's just so boring because it's so big and empty and just and don't even get me started on the rooms themselves. They all look the same. God forbid you get a mirror because you're not identifying what classroom you're looking at in that mirror. But they have so many things on the floors and on the desks and bookshelves and things that don't move. They don't move. There's like 3 things in those enormous rooms. There's like 3 things in each of them that the ghost can actually touch. Everything else is just for show. Useless. Absolutely the worst. Good luck finding the ghost based on hearing. It's not going to happen because there's nothing to throw. It's just awful. It's a terrible map. I hate it. Maple Lodge. Maple Lodge, I would say she's on the market. I think I've had some good games on this map. I've had some of my worst games on this map. I think aesthetically, it's lovely. I really like it. I think the rework that they did of it is great and has really helped and benefited it. I think it's way easier to actually get away and stuff like that now. I think tent ghost rooms are some of the most annoying in the game. Other than that, pretty solid map. It's something different. It's something very different. There are times when I'm just not in the mood for this map. I just can't be arsed dealing with whatever weather conditions it throws at us. And the tent flaps not having an easy way to see UV and stuff like that. Sometimes I just can't be arsed. But most of the time, she's a cute, nice little break from house after house after house. And for that reason, she's on the market, I think. I don't know if I could sell her, but I think she's on the market. Now, Point Hope. Let me clear my throat 1 second because I have a lot to say about this map. Right. Yes, aesthetically, I absolutely would move. Well, actually, would I? Because I'd get up 1 flight of those stairs and be out of breath. I'd never make it to my bedroom. Other than that, aesthetically, this map is gorgeous. I think it's brilliant. I really do. It's moving upwards on my estimations. That's not really the right word to use here. It's moving upwards in my ranking of maps that I would want to play. Every time I play it, I think, actually, this map isn't that bad. Every time someone selects it on the job board, I go, ugh, I don't want to do Point Hope. And then I play and I'm like, actually, this was completely fine. I was being very dramatic for no reason. I think it's just annoying walking up and down. It's not as annoying as maneuvering high school or even prison. I think for me, we're on the market, but I think we're moving up. I think we're moving up. I think in a few months' time, I think we'll have moved up. But I think for now, we're on the market. I really like the map aesthetically. I think it's just kind of annoying to play on. But I think that's just the nature of it being a lighthouse. I like that they wanted. I like that they tried to do something different. You know, a map that's upwards instead of outwards. I think it's really cool. But inevitably, I think it was always going to be annoying to play on, and it is. But aesthetically, it's wonderful. I think the sound design's great. The objects that it has, beautiful. The sword, the parrot, the shark, all of those things, really great. Yeah, it's just a little bit annoying. So for that reason, I'm going to put it at the top of On the Market. Prison, I think she needs renovating. I think Prison for me, and I do count it as a large map in my brain. Prison for me is the best of the large maps. I think it suffers slightly from a lot of the same problems as high school, in that a lot of the rooms are kind of the same. And not many of them have much stuff for the ghost to interact with, especially if you had a cell block ghost. I think the upstairs of Prison I maybe haven't explored enough to tell. I do think the rooms are different enough, definitely more different than high school. I've had a few more upstairs prison ghosts recently that I'm like, I kind of have some idea now of what's up there and the kind of rooms that are up there. Because there was a time where I never went up there because we always had ghosts in cell block B and never anywhere else. But I think in prison, the corridors are way too big for what they need to be. They're way too big and way too long. The upstairs could be condensed down so much just by squishing the corridors a little. I don't know why they're so big. That would make it way more player friendly. I think the cell blocks are too big. I think the whole thing is just too big. I think if everything was just shrunk just a little, it would make it so much more playable. Like, I think the concept is great. It needs renovating. It just needs a bit of shrinking. It needs a bit of renovation. I think Prison could be a great map. But yeah, it is definitely my favourite of the large maps. So for that reason, she gets to go and needs renovating. Now, the piece de resistance. The best map in Phasmophobia. Ridgeview. My beloved. Now, okay. New Bleasdale might be on her way. She might be. But she's so new. She's so new that I just don't think she's yet topped Ridgeview. Ridgeview is the best house. The fridge is the best hiding spot in the game. I don't know why I love it so much. I just think it's so silly. It's not even safe. Like, it's fairly fucking safe, but it's not completely safe. It's one of those hiding spots that's not actually technically an official hiding spot, which is why it's never blocked off, because the ghost can find you there, but it requires the ghost to come all the way into the kitchen, which it pretty much never does. The upstairs is good. There's a ton of hiding spots in there. Downstairs is big enough to do tests like miling. The table in Ridgeview, I think, is the best looping spot in the game. I think that's fairly widely recognised. I think it's only really given a run for its money by the counter on Tanglewood, and I think that's only because, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that even crouch looping the Ridgeview table doesn't block line of sight. I'm not 100% on that. But it's fine because you can loop the Ridgeview table standing up, and as long as you can loop properly, which I can't. But if you can, and you hug the table enough, it's actually easier to loop a ghost on the Ridgeview table the faster it gets, which I think is what makes it probably the best looping spot in the game. I just think it's perfect. I just think it's a perfect map. I think the only thing that would improve it is Bleasdale visuals. Like, when they rework the houses to bring them visually more in line with maps like the new Bleasdale and Point Hope, and it looks as amazing as that does, perfect. The perfect map. I love it. We love Ridgeview. Now, Sunny Meadows Restricted, I think she's a solid on the market. I think I like playing this map every so often. Yeah, that's kind of all I've got to say, really. It's like the classic spooky haunted location, right? An abandoned asylum. It had to exist in the game, and I think providing a restricted option for it so you can play Sunny Meadows without playing Sunny Meadows is one of the best ideas they've ever had. I think Sunny Meadows is a really good map, and in fact I'm going to talk about them at the same time, so I might as well. It's the same map. Sunny Meadows needs renovating, and I think the renovation is Sunny Meadows Restricted. If you get my gist. Like, the only reason I put Sunny Meadows down here, I don't think it actually needs renovating. I think it's just unplayable with less than 4 people because it's so big. Sunny Meadows Restricted solves that problem. It's a good map. I don't like it as much as I like these maps. I don't reach for it that much because it is still a big map, even the restricted version. You know, but I think it's a good map. It does what it sets out to do. It's a good solid map. It's just not one of my personal favorites. And yeah, I have to put the big Sunny Meadows down here because I just never play it because it is so big. It's so big, but it doesn't have the problem that high school has of being big and empty. It's not empty. And they did a really good job when they got rid of Old Asylum and made this one. It's not empty. There isn't a ton of stuff in the rooms for the ghost to interact with. I think that's performance based. They didn't want to put a ton of stuff in there because it would lag the place out. Like, New Bleasdale lags the place out sometimes. If Sunny Meadows were full of interactable items, it would probably break everyone's computer. But I do wish it had a bit more in terms of interactivity. I think they could sacrifice size for interactivity, but for a big map, I think it's good. It's a solid map, and I think the restricted version is one of the best ideas they've ever had to let people play like that. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. Now, Tanglewood, I have a big internal debate with myself about whether I like Edgefield or Tanglewood more. I understand why people like Tanglewood more if you are a looper. Personally, not me. I think I prefer maps with an upstairs. But I don't know. Like, I go back and forth on these so much of which one I like better. They are interchangeable week from week. I just don't know. I think I enjoy them equally. They're kind of interchangeable in my head, to be honest. Personally, I think Edgefield just clinches it for me because of the sofa, because I'm not a looper. the sofa is a nice safe place to stand where you get a good long look at the ghost, especially if it's upstairs, as it comes into the living room and towards you, and then all the way around the sofa. Then you smudge and you run. You don't loop, unless you know how. I don't. So again, this is what I'm saying. As a non-looper, I feel that I get way more of a good look at the ghost on Edgefield at the sofa than I do on Tanglewood at the kitchen counter. It's just a better view, I think. And like I say, I like that it has an upstairs. I think it just feels a bit more dynamic than Tanglewood does. Tanglewood is great, but I do think it suffers from being just that little bit too small. Tanglewood makes me panic. Exactly. I think it's just so small. It can be hard to get yourself out of sticky situations. So yeah, that is my take on that. I think Edgefield just edges it, ironically. Yeah, and I think Edgefield could drift over Grafton. I don't know if Tanglewood ever will. I don't know. Willow for me, I used to hate this map with a burning passion. I despised it because I did not know where to hide, what to do. Because it's designed, and I think this was always its intention. I remember this being said when the map was first put in the game. It's designed to be a looping map, I think. They designed this map with fewer hiding spots in mind, as far as I'm aware. That's why there's no closets, there's no lockers. All the hiding spots are just like boxes and things. And when you play on higher difficulties, sometimes they're not there. Because it was designed with looping in mind as opposed to hiding. Which as a non-looper makes it probably the worst house, in my opinion. I think it has a similar problem to Tanglewood in that sometimes it feels a bit too small. You feel kind of squished. And if you don't get the correct hiding spots, you can really struggle with certain ghost rooms and actually having anywhere to go without smudging. It can be really tricky. I also think some of the rooms just aren't that interesting. I think basement ghosts on Willow are yeah, it just doesn't really do it for me. I actually think maybe it is below Point Hope. Solid mid-tier house, I think, on the market for sure. Definitely the worst of the houses. Definitely. And Camp Woodwind. Fucking the worst map in the... I fucking hate this map. I don't know what to do on this map. Where are you supposed to hide? Where are you supposed to go? What are you supposed to do? I have died countless times on this map. I don't know what it is. I just can't. I can't survive. I can't survive it. The stupidest deaths. And I blame the map because it's so irrelevant, right? Like I have no, like I guess we always play multiplayer, so I guess we have that in that Maple Lodge doesn't feel so big to us because we play multiplayer. But I'd just rather play Maple Lodge. Like, it's just... I've had so many bad experiences on this map. I just refuse to play it now. Like, all of these other maps, even high school, I'll play every so often. Woodwind, I just refuse. I just never, ever play this map. Because I've had so many bad experiences. I just don't know what to do. And I think it's also so boring. Like, there's like 3 ghost rooms. And it's the same game every single time. I just think it sucks. I just don't like it. I have personal beef with it. I just, yeah. Shit. It's shit. It looks great. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, that's just because it's Maple Lodge but small. I just, yeah. I don't enjoy it personally. I don't think I'll ever enjoy it. I have never had a good game on this map. Yeah. Even high school I've had good games on. Not this one. Mm-mm. And yeah, well, it's a shame to end on a sour note, but I think I'm very happy with my tier list. I agree with myself on all of the choices I've made. I don't think I need to make any adjustments. I am happy. Um, yeah, not Wolfwind. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with my tier list. I think. Yeah, it's a shame that most of the maps kind of fall into the mid tier here. But I think with reworks coming and things like that, yeah, it's gonna be great. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Yeah, cool. Um, Now finally, real quick, we are gonna do a quick cast possessions tier list because I love the cursed possessions. This one's gonna be a little quicker. There's not too much to say on these things. I'm gonna rank them with kind of the criteria of if I enjoy using them and how much I use them. That's pretty much what we're gonna put into this. I wonder which one's at the top. Oh, the tiers that I've gone for on this list are how much I would get on with how much I get on with these cursed possessions. The top tier is I yearn for you. These are the ones that I just love. They're just great. They're just great. I love them. Tier 2 is I enjoy your company. I think you're fun. I will use you. You're great. Tier 3 is a polite wave. We're on friendly terms. We don't see each other that much. And the final tier is we have beef. We will get there. We will get to that one. First of all, the mirror. Straight into I yearn for you. Straight into I yearn for you. The mirror is objectively the most useful class possession. It shows you exactly the ghost room, not where the ghost is, but the ghost room. It shows you when that changes immediately. It is the absolute best curse possession for controlling your sanity drain. It drains exactly 20% every time you lift it up. You can lower your sanity into hunting range without causing a cursed hunt very easily. It's just the best. It's just objectively the best curse possession. I think by far the most useful. It's also the best for the early game when you're playing at lower levels without sanity pills, because again, only drains 20%, which if you're playing carefully with your sanity, you've got the lights on and things like that, a drain of 20% at the start is really negligible. It's just the best curse possession. It just is. Like, it's not my favourite, but it is the best. Yeah. I yearn for the mirror. When I load into a game, I hope for a mirror. It's one of the 2 curse possessions that I actively hope for when I load into a game. We love the mirror. Now, this fucking thing. First of all, objectively, I think it's cool. I think it's a cool. It can be helpful for finding a ghost room. It's a bit more dangerous on the smaller maps, but I think that's fine. I think the sanity drain on it is ridiculous. That's annoying because if you listen to the whole song, you lose all of your sanity, which sucks. That I hate about it. But I think useful for finding the ghost room, useful for starting a hunt, useful for getting a ghost photo. It kind of hits all of those marks. Yeah, it's decent. Aesthetically, I think it's great. The song is lovely. I literally have one. Like, I think it looks super cool. But we have beef. And it is a personal beef. Because when I tell you, every single fucking time I have tried to use this fucking music box to actually do something, i.e., find the ghost room, take a photo, I have died. How? I never understand. This fucking thing is always some flavour of broken. And it fucks me every time. I have a serious vendetta against I will not pick this music box up unless it is to throw it immediately back down and start a cursed hunt in a controlled environment. That's the only thing I use this music box for now, because every other time I've tried to use it for its intended use, I have gotten myself killed. And I refuse. I won't do it again. Serious beef. And for that reason, it's the bottom of my tier list. I don't actually think it's the worst cursed possession, but it is a personal vendetta. It's a personal beef. I won't do it. That's enough of that. I enjoy the Ouija board's company. I think the Ouija board is great. I think its unique interaction with the Fae is great. I think you can ask it a bunch of stupid questions like how many pickles you can fit up your butt. And that's fun. It's good for draining your sanity without you can drain your sanity without starting a cursed hunt, which I think is great. You can find out where the ghost is. Now, granted, it doesn't tell you the ghost room for certain. The ghost usually is in its ghost room if you get to the Ouija board early. So it, like 9 times out of 10, it's going to tell you the ghost room, or it's going to tell you a room close to the ghost room, which, you know, is fine. Not the most accurate, but it's okay. Yeah, I think it's a good item. It's a fun item. It's a fun item. You can trigger a cursed hunt with hide and seek. You can break the board. You can lower your sanity into hunting range and then say goodbye to the board and do a normal hunt. It's helpful. I use it a lot. It's fun. I enjoy its company. The summoning circle is a polite wave. She's fine. I think it's the most boring curse possession. Excluding my personal beef with the music box, I think it's the worst. Just because it is boring. And there is 2 things you can do with it. You can use it to lower your sanity. You can just light like 2 or 3 candles to lower your sanity, I suppose. I don't think that's intended. But it is a thing you can do, so I guess you can do that. I personally have done that, so I guess that is a use of it. But when I think about its intended use, which is to light the candles and take a ghost photo, helpful if you've got that objective and you happen to get that cursed possession and you haven't got a ghost event prior. Otherwise, I never use this thing. I use it in the one niche scenario that I need to. The rest of the time, never go anywhere near it. And it's a pointless thing to have in my game most of the time. Which is unfortunate, but yeah. I don't love that to use it, you are forced to do a cursed hunt. It's kind of the same as the music box in that regard. The music box doesn't force a cursed hunt. Probably does on a small map. On a large map, not so much. But the summoning circle actively forces it. It's the only one that forces a cursed hunt, which I kind of hate. Yeah, I think it's boring, personally. Now, speaking of not boring, let me put them at the top. The tarot cards. I fucking love the tarot cards. Are they useless at making something you want to happen? Yes. You want to lower your sanity? Useless. Want a ghost photo? Useless. Want a hunt? Useless. Because none of these things, while it can do all of them, none of them are guaranteed. The tower card doesn't work. The tower card doesn't not work. The community have been telling the devs that the tower card doesn't work for so long, and they've been insisting that it does. It doesn't. You cannot guarantee any sanity drain from these things. If anything, you can usually count on the opposite to happen. You cannot guarantee a hunt. You cannot guarantee the ability to take a ghost photo or a ghost event. You cannot guarantee you'll live. But my god, if they are not the most fun cursed possession, I'll be damned. They are the best for having a good time. They are nowhere near the most useful. I would actively go as far as to say they are perhaps the least useful. But they are the most fun. Tarot roulette in multiplayer is the best. The chance of just randomly dying, hilarious. I've never been mad to die to a hanged man because it's always hilarious. The chance of pulling a high priestess and resurrecting your friends, golden. They're just the best. They're just the best. I yearn every time we load up a game for a deck of tarot cards. I love them. Best curse, but well, my favourite curse possession in the game. Not the best. The best is the mirror. My favourite curse possession in the game. Moving on to our little friend Frank. The voodoo doll I used to hate. The voodoo doll has grown on me. The fact that it is a 1 in 10 random chance of a hunt, I think is fine. It's a little bit of danger. It's a little bit of... It's kind of the same as the tarot cards in that regard. It's a little bit of living life on the edge. The pins in the voodoo doll actually work, unlike the tarot cards. You can farm 3-star interaction photos with the voodoo doll. It's really helpful for finding the ghost room in that sense. Less helpful for sanity drain. It does drain your sanity. If you pull every single pin, I think you lose like 50% sanity or something like that. Which is reasonably useful. Probably less so than like the mirror and the Ouija board, but yeah, it does the job well enough. I enjoy its company. I think it's a solid curse possession. I think it's helpful. I personally don't use it that much. I should probably use it more. I'm just so scared of pulling that heart pin early. But yeah. we love Frank. We love Frank. If you like being a little devious, yeah. If you like being a little devious, it's great. Yeah. Finally, the monkey paw. The monkey paw for me, she's a polite wave. She's helpful in the scenario where your friend dies and it's the friend that put all the equipment in the van. And you don't want them to lose all their money. Otherwise, I find the monkey paw largely useless. I think it's the worst cursed possession for getting a hunt, I think. Well, actually, it might be above the tarot cards, because at least you can guarantee it with the trapping the ghost. Trapping the ghost, however, is really annoying, because you also trap yourself. So you have to do it in the right place, otherwise you're fucked. The wishes and the costs, I think most of the wishes are useless. Wishing for sanity can be helpful, but I think by the time I even think, oh, I can use the monkey paw, I'm already under 50% sanity, so it's useless for that. I think it's maybe a little bit more useful for putting yourself back up to 50% sanity to test for something like a Moroi to just see if it changes speed. Other than that, like, it's just very niche. It's the same as the summoning circle in that I use it in very specific circumstances and never for anything else. It's not like I get a mirror, I use it instantly. Every single game without fail. I get a monkey paw, there's like a 30% chance that I will use it this game, and it's only if something very specific happens. Same with the summoning circle. If I get a summoning circle, there's a very, very slim chance I'll use it, and that slim chance is if we've got the capture the ghost photo objective and we don't get a ghost event before then. Like, you know? So that's why they're a polite wave. It's a decent cursed possession, but it's just not something that I use very often. Nor do I find very fun. I think resurrecting your friends or being resurrected is fun. That's kind of the only thing the monkey paw's got going for it, and that's why it's above the summoning circle. Otherwise, I don't get much enjoyment out of any of the other wishes. I think, yeah. That's kind of it for the monkey paw, I think. And that's it for my tier list. I'm very happy with this one. I think I had a very clear idea where all of these were going to go when I made the categories. There's so few of them, it's kind of hard not to basically pre-plan all of them. I knew where they were all going to go. I'm very happy with where they've all gone. This is very true, I think, to my reactions to the cursed possessions when we load into a game, and also how much I use them. Yeah. This is probably the most accurate one yet. Yeah. That is my Phasmophobia tier list. This has been very fun. I've enjoyed this. I didn't expect it to take 2.5 hours, but it has. It's fun. Yeah. If my friends are still around, would like to play a couple of games for the next hour or so, I'm gonna load up the game now, and we're gonna end off the stream with an hour or hour and a half or something like that of a few games of Phasmophobia. See if we get any of the top tier ghosts and ghost positions, and we'll play on a few of the top tier maps, and have a good time. So yeah, I'm just gonna switch on over to this one for now while I load up my game and close down this. I'm gonna download all of my tier lists, I think. Let's see. My ghost tier list. Download Map, tier list. First tier list. The YouTube video. The YouTube video that I might make in like 6 months' time, sure, yeah. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that a lot. I've been yapping for the past 2.5 hours though, so yeah, right. Do, 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 do. Okay. Is Rick and or Esme still in the chat? I'm gonna add them in the thing. I assume you would like to play, George. Esme went to sleep. Fair. Launching my game. Oh god, we're gonna teach Ben how to play the game. Good lord.
Welcome back. I've prepared some jobs for you.
He's prepared some jobs for me. How kind of him. Get your ass on the game, Ben. Oh, Liam's back. Liam, do you want to play? Scene. There we go. Game? Hello? There we go. Having a drink, then I'll see if it loads. Okay, okay. You're leaving soon? Okay. You going somewhere? 11:05. What do you mean, to bed? Don't know why you phrased it like that. You have to work. Oh, are you doing a night shift? George, I'm a higher level than you, aren't I? So I assume it makes sense if I make the thing.
Looks like there are others out there in need of help.
He is actually leaving soon, and now I see why he phrased it like that. Okay, this is fine. We're just gonna have some stinky equipment. I don't actually know what equipment I have. I haven't paid for a single thing. Oh, we still have tier 1 thermo. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh, this is gonna suck. Oh, still a tier 1 crucifix. And the salt. Oh, this is gonna suck so bad. Okay. Okay, well, I'll pay for... I assume you can provide some things. I'll pay for these things. Like a couple of... We really don't need those, actually. I just go for, like, a few of everything. You can fill in the rest. I just kind of pay for like half of everything. I just didn't realise that I didn't add a dots. Actually, you can provide Ben's flashlight. Actually, I'm already providing 2 because I'm providing that one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Cool. Cool. What do I unlock next? Oh, wait. I didn't notice that. That's great. Those I can provide. Yeah, what do I unlock next? Tier 2 dots. Yeah, you lose all the higher tier stuff when you prestige. Me and George both prestige, so we are poor again, right? Yes, my link room code. There you go. Hello.
Bonsoir.
Bonsoir.
No, never mind. I give up.
What are you giving up on?
French. What do you want me to provide? I can provide whatever you like.
Just fill in the gaps.
Yes.
I'm actually... There's only 2 of us, so I am only gonna take... Well, we need, like, full smudges and salt and sanity meds and stuff like that. So if you could fill those up, that'd be lovely. Also the crucifixes. I didn't even add 1 crucifix. I didn't do that intentionally, but... Wait, what's happening there? There we go. Yeah. My game is loaded. Wonderful. I'm gonna add you to the group DM. This group DM is... There's far too many people in this group DM. Add. Far too many people in this group DM now. Far too many of us have this game.
Because it's an incredible game.
I mean, yes, but
My Discord crashed when you added Ben.
there's too many people in the group DM, George.
Gonna need a Discord server at this rate. I haven't added anything.
Yeah, you haven't.
I'm just gonna buy 2 of everything. Maybe 3. Actually 3.
Yeah, we need one more torch, and then everything else basically just needs filling up, except the motion sensors.
You know, thinking about it, I like that you lose everything when you prestige.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
feels a little
that's
rough
the
when you first do
intention,
it,
right?
but like, but when you know, like, getting to relearn the game again from the start, it's fun. Keeps it fresh.
Yeah, it's the point is, I think, that otherwise the game would just stagnate, right? Like, because once you get to the top, it's
Yeah,
like,
there'd be
what
no
do I do
replay
now?
factor.
Yeah, there'd be no replayability whatsoever. Whereas, like, there's progression, you actually earn things from prestiging, and you go back to the stinky equipment and you start again. Except each time you do it, you're better at the game, so...
I have had more
Yeah,
headgear. The most
don't
useless
bother
thing
with
ever.
that kid.
I have about sound sensors. I don't have tier 2 photo camera.
I've put
That's the only one.
I've put a singular motion sensor in just in case we have the objective. You film. Okay. Ben,
Look
I've
who was
added you
selling.
to the DM. There's a code. You hit multiplayer in the game. You hit join private game, and you paste that code into the box. That should put you in our lobby. Oh, hello.
There they are.
Hey. Oh no,
Oh,
you have to finish your push to
need to
talk
sort
now.
that out.
I think the default push to talk button is V, but you may have to go in and make sure your mic's set up right.
Am I here? Hello?
Hello!
Hey.
Hey!
Hello. I'm not having pushed it.
No, you should have push to talk on. Otherwise you're gonna make a noise during a hunt and you're gonna die.
Okay. I have no idea what is going on.
Okay, so first thing you should find out, actually, you have 2 push to talk buttons. You have a regular one, and then you have a global one. It's quite important that you know what both are, and you can rebind them if you want.
Okay. I will look for the second one.
I'd assume they'd be next to each other in the settings. I don't know, I haven't looked in a while, but... yeah, they're both at the bottom of the controls.
I like there's many settings.
I have mine on my mouse buttons, but I don't know if you have mouse buttons.
It's supposed to be a prestige trophy.
Huh?
Isn't that supposed to be a prestige trophy?
No, there isn't. I've always thought there should be, but there just isn't, and I don't know why. As
Oh.
far as I'm aware, the only trophies they've got are they've got event trophies, which we haven't done an event yet, so we don't have any of those. And then they've got the apocalypse ones, which are like on this middle shelf. All right, have you found your push up buttons?
I'll take that as that you're using a global one, and you you're saying yes.
Don't
Yes.
press the global. Oh yeah, there you go. There you go. The global com does not work in the lobby.
Okay, well, that is good to know now.
Yeah, so your global com is your radio, which you'll use in the map, unless you're close to us, in which case you can just use the normal one. Cool. Okay, we'll teach you everything else when we get into the game. For now, I'll teach you how to click ready up.
Oh,
And also, you can change your character if you like.
Oh yeah, you can change your person. Just don't be the same as me and George.
okay, okay, no, okay, hold on, wait, hold on, yeah,
Cool. Alright.
Ah,
That's
he's
not a blood
floating.
moon. Oh, heck. Okay. Hello.
Prepare accordingly before starting the investigation.
hey,
Alright.
Nothing to
So you want to grab
but it looks like whoever was
a
here
torch.
left in a hurry.
okay,
Yeah. Oh, no, you've turned it on. Click E. There you go. A torch. Alright, and then you can take... oh, why is there a tier 1? Oh, I didn't change my... Silly me. Ignore that.
That was me.
Oh, never mind. Alright, you're gonna take... You can take a thermometer. It's probably the easiest thing to get to grips with.
okay,
This thingy here. Yep. And then... a glow stick, I guess.
oh, fun. Bit
Yeah,
of
okay,
red,
so
love
you
to see that.
scroll to toggle your inventory. Yep. So if you turn your torch on by right clicking. Yep. And then you scroll to something else. Oh no, leave it on. Yeah, there you go. So your torch is now on permanently, basically. You can press
Cool.
R to turn it on and off, without having it in your hand. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
When the ghost hunts, you need to turn your torch off. Very important. Rule 1 of Phasmo, turn all your electronics off. Alright, so you're gonna need the R button.
I cannot wait to forget that.
Yep. What you've got in your hand at the moment is a thermometer and a glow stick. Neither of those are electronics. You don't have to worry about turning those off, because they're not electronic yet. Just your torch. It's got to go off. If you pick up anything else later on, double check if it's electronic. If it is, you need to turn it off or get it out of your hand before you hide. But we will worry about that later. Alright. So when we're looking around the house,
Oh, you
you're going to
should let
want
Ben
the
do the
thermometer
honors.
out.
Oh, let Ben do the honors.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can't
Wait, no,
do
don't
the
close it,
honors.
because we'll leave. We'll leave. It's too late now. Alright. Yeah, so you want to have your thermometer out. Basically, you're looking for somewhere that's colder than the rest of the house. The breaker's going to be off, though, so it's going to take a little while for that to be the case. I'm going to go find the breaker. You have a little explore of the map. I've already found the bone. The lockers in the garage are open. The basement's in the breaker. No, the breaker's in the basement.
The basement's in the breaker.
Apparently, yeah. The breaker's on anyway.
What's our cursed possession?
I don't know.
Nothing very cold yet. It's nice and warm, lovely, well insulated.
Well insulated. Oh, it's in the garage.
Car's going.
Yeah,
Not
there's breath.
ideal.
Wait. There's breath in one of these rooms.
Oh.
How is that 2-star? Oh, piss off. Okay, Ben, important lesson. How to delete a shitter.
Okay.
Okay, if you click J...
Jesus Christ.
Shut up! If you click J, you'll open the journal. Now, there's loads of tabs on the top. The ones you need to worry about are photos, evidence, and ghosts. In fact, you don't even need to worry about ghosts. If you click the photos tab, there's the photos that have been taken. The second one is 2-star. It's a shitter. There's a delete button. You can delete it. George, can you also delete it?
I have, yes.
Oh, why did it undelete? What the heck? It's undone it. George, can you do it again? There we go.
Yes.
Shitter deleted. Right. The evidence tab is where you'll fill in all of the evidence we find and eventually select the ghost.
This is now the Pup-mobile.
Yeah, so that's the main one that you need to worry about unless you're going to be taking photos. But if we ask you to delete a shitter, then you'll need to navigate to the photos tab. Okay, so you should be seeing that it's colder in here than the rest of the house. So what you can do with that now is you can just press G and just throw it on the floor and leave it, because we'll refer to that later to see if it goes freezing. With your glow stick, what you can do with that is you right click it to shake it and it will start glowing. And basically, if we hear the ghost touch this door or those doors here, then we can check it with the glow stick for fingerprints. For now though, you can throw that on the floor and go back to the van and just bring things in, like George is doing.
George is such a good Phasmophobia player.
George is so good.
Boy,
Right, I'm just gonna take a picture of the monkey paw and then I'll come back to the van with you.
Oh, that's what we're going for.
Okay. G.
I will do some spirit boxing
Cool.
while you are gone.
Right. Follow me.
Where are you? Are you here?
Okay, so the van is laid out like evidence items here and other things over here. So generally what we want to bring in when you come back here is at least one of all the evidence items, which it looks like George has got besides the video camera, so I will get that. We want to take our crucifixes in as early as possible, so you can grab the other crucifix. And then the only things, like the only evidence items we really need to duplicate are the writing book and the dots projector. So if you ever come back to the van and either of those are left, then you can grab those. So you can pick up the writing book. Lovely. So yeah, I'll grab the other dots. And I'm also going to grab some salt. Salt is always good to bring in as well. If you're ever in doubt and you've got a free hand, just grab some salt. And yeah, that should be good. Right, let's go. And there's Gorbs. Gorbs indeed. Could be a mimic.
Now,
Okay, so Ben. How to put things down. I do think I heard it. Oh yeah, fingerprint. It's a mimic.
Oh my god.
Okay. Mimic for your first game is fantastic. Okay, I want photos of this, hang on. Okay, I'll teach you how to put things down. Okay, so crouch, press control. And then point at the floor and press F. There you go. That's how you put things down. So you do that with the crucifix, you can do that with the writing book. Anything that places on a surface. You can do some things standing up, but most of the time you'll have to crouch.
Okay.
Okay. Oh. Another stompy. Alright. Right, yes. So if you press J, you open your journal. On the evidence bit, if you select freezing, ghost orbs, and ultraviolet, you'll see that all of the ghosts have vanished.
Right.
That's because that's impossible. Oh? Where is she? I don't have my torch. Where is it?
Don't
The
know
fuck?
what it is.
Oh, it was here.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Doing the shadow event.
Couldn't see it. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, all the ghosts have disappeared because that's impossible because it's a mimic. So what we've actually got is, because we're playing on nightmare mode, we should only have 2 evidence. Our 2 evidence in this case are ultraviolet and freezing. We've got ghost orbs because that's a special ability of the mimic. Usually we won't have that playing on nightmare mode. You would if you were playing on like professional or playing the game normally, but we're on nightmare, so we only get 2. So what you can do is you can uncheck ghost orbs. So you've just got ultraviolet and freezing, and then where the mimic is, if you click that, so it's circled, that means you've selected the ghost, and that means you get paid at the end of the game.
Okay.
You got to make sure you select the ghost. Mother of... Oh!
Mother of all things holy.
I think I'm gonna exit this room and leave one of you to deal with that.
Okay.
I'll go check our sanity real
Let's
quick.
go get some smudge sticks off the car.
We have done all of the quests and we're at 62%.
Oh wow. Jeez. Quite high.
Which is
Right.
a hunting range for a mimic.
Well, yeah. So is everything. Right, Ben. What have you currently got in your hands?
Torch and book.
Alright, you can throw it on the floor. Press G. We don't need that. Right. Introducing the smudge stick. So what you need is you need a lighter, which is these little matchboxes here. If you pick one of those up. Yep, there you go. And then you pick one of these sticky things up. This is a smudge stick. Don't do it now, but you right click to activate this. Okay? if the ghost is anywhere near you during a hunt and you're not hidden, you right click this and it will blind the ghost for 5 seconds and you run for your fucking life, basically. This is your lifeline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Use when about to die.
Use when about to die, yes. When we're in like a hunting range like this, or you've got nothing else to hold, just have your smudge stick out just for safety.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll figure that one out. It's a bit iffy when you're starting out to figure out quite how the smudge sticks work, but yeah. Just press in panic, basically. And make sure you turn off your torch. Alright, we need one more photo.
Okay.
And then that's literally it. But we could do a hunt just to, you know, teach dear old Ben how to survive.
Get it out of the way. I can
Yep.
light the fire light that I put in there.
George, would you like to show Ben how to hide while I go and get a photo of something?
Oh. Well, hopefully, if you do all things right, you won't need to run for your life. Okay, so in these common
Can you delete my share, please? I don't understand how to take a photo of this car. I don't get it.
So yeah, you have to come in here and just like hold the door shut. You actually have to like click on the door and hold it shut. Pull it shut. So the ghost can't actually open it. In other places, and like in this room, for example, things like this.
Get some salt. This is really going to put to test if watching my streams is helpful, because I ain't got a fucking clue what's going on.
Which you can hide in.
Oh, fun.
But the garage is a little spook. You also have to hold the door shut on those.
Okay.
And then I think in the basement, if it's here.
I think Ghost turned that light off. Mother of... Holy... Okay, picking that back up. Christ on a bike. I'd like it to walk through the salt. Tier 1 salt is so bad.
Ain't that right?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I'm not doing it again. Stop messing with the car, bitch. Do something else. Be original. Aha!
Not letting me click delete on this.
Oh, delete the shitter, please.
Not let me click it. I have no idea why.
Just click the bin in the top.
I'm clicking the bin.
And then click the tick.
Is there a tick next to it?
There you go.
Right, well, okay. That makes more sense now.
Look in here.
Alright, all my photos are done.
There's a little potato.
Oh my god.
Should pick him up.
You need an empty hand. You have to drop something.
He's got
Oh,
a
no, you
little
got it.
face.
You throw him.
Oh, we're being hunted.
Uh-oh.
Are we?
Are we?
Or did it just do a It just did a Euro thing.
It did. Lol.
Yeah, it did a Euro ability, which is slamming the door.
Euros don't even do a Yuri ability half the time, so.
Consider it.
Honestly.
Yeah, so you can also sprint in this
This is-
game, but it doesn't last forever, so use it sparingly. Only if you have to.
Okay.
Don't forget to say hello to Charlie Chaplin.
Right, let me go check our sanity. We are at 56%. We want to get a hump, we should lower it a bit.
What was that, Emmy?
We're at 56% sanity. We want to get a hump, we should lower it a bit, I think. Also, I'm going to take the crucies out of here. Yum. I put them in the kitchen.
What specifically do we have to do to lower our sanity?
In the
Be in the
dark.
dark. Oh,
Oh,
never mind. Run.
It's over.
He lived.
Okay now.
You
where
okay?
did you end up?
I don't know where I am. Oh, I'm in the bathroom.
Oh, you're in the bath.
What are you doing in there?
I think I tried to go into the other room and forgot which one was the right door.
Oh dear. Well, that was your first hunt. You survived.
And she lived.
Miraculously. Oh, it's so close to me as well. If it just like turned around, I was probably deceased.
So that's what you don't do. You don't just go into a bathroom and hope for the best.
I got lost.
But you
okay,
lived,
I
so
don't
it's okay. Right. Make sure you've got Mimic circled in your journal, and I'm gonna leave.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Good ghost to begin. Very good ghost. How are you still level 1?
know. Oh, it's dinging at me.
How? Oh yeah.
God. Oh, so many things. What the fuck?
You're just Just press
It's
OK on
fucking
everything.
pinging at me.
It's okay. There you go. You're at level 6.
Oh,
Yay.
that is a jump.
Right.
You'll be prestige
go
2 by no
again.
time. We're doing some edging now.
Do you know what this feels like?
Uh-oh.
Bring your child to work
Uh-oh.
day. Oh.
Why is there only 2 torches?
Hey.
George, did you not add your stuff? Oh, George. Oh, George.
Kind of forgot about that bit.
George. Alright, we're leaving. We're opening the door and we're closing it immediately. Make a guess on the
Oops.
ghost.
You get the
We might
torch
get
back.
lucky. Put a random ghost.
No, I think we should.
I'm gonna guess Oni. What? What are you doing?
Never mind, I can't get it. I just want to see if there's tarot cards, and I'm going to pull them all if they are there. As a punishment.
Okay, fair. We might as well
You'll
do a
never believe it. There's
speed
tarot
no
cards.
evidence run. So actually, are you serious?
It's in my fucking ear.
There's no fucking way.
Fuck was that?
What a hanged man on the first one.
Wait, what happened?
Josh spilled a hanged man on the
Oh no.
on the cards.
Oh no. Josh.
Alright, Ben, you stay here. You stay here in the safety of the van. I'm gonna go and see if I can revive George and or get a hunt and see if I can identify the ghost. Just stay in the safety of the van. Don't worry, George. I've got this.
Away in the corner. Hidden to the world.
I'm gonna go and find a hiding spot prior to doing this, but okay. Okay, these are both open. Cool. Upstairs corridor, nice to know. Right, where's the cards ended up? Oh my god! Oh my god, he's lost his head. Holy... Okay, I fear I cannot see the cards. Oh, they're there. Okay, thank you, George. Right. The Hermit, no. The Hermit, no. The Full. The Sun, oh, also the Full. Oh, that was a... I should have paid more attention to where I threw those. Shit. Is it actually an Oni? Yeah, it's just a death card. Nothing to worry about.
Okay. Sounds worrying, but I'll trust you.
Cool. Okay. Hello. I had a ghost event while I was in the corridor upstairs, and George said it's very visible, so I'm going to stick with my initial psychic reading of Oni, and we're going to leave.
Oh, okay.
We don't have all of our equipment, and George is dead, so... I've selected Oni, and we're leaving.
Oh, I can uncrouch and stop shit myself.
No fucking shot did I fucking get that in the van before we'd even entered the house. That's crazy.
Well, it didn't airball, so you know you're right. Okay, I will actually add. I'll make a loadout, and I'll actually add my things.
Please do. Oh, right, we're gonna try that again. Ben's gonna get to enter the house just this time.
I went into the building, heard something right in my fucking ear, didn't know what it was, and then I found out George had died.
I can't believe it was the first card.
I right. I wish I was streaming my reaction there.
I was just choking. I was like, no fucking way.
Insane. Okay. I should have
Done it?
maybe.
Lovely. Looks like it.
There's a motion sensor missing, but like, who really cares?
Who cares?
Ah, torches.
Take a look at the equipment and prepare accordingly before starting the investigation. There's been no reports
Magic.
of violence or sightings, but please remain careful.
Oh, there's been no reports of violence or sightings. I think we should just leave.
Yeah, sounds fine. This is tier 1 camera again. No, I think that is me. I think I haven't changed my
No,
thing.
it's me. It's me.
Is,
I
are
promise
you
you
sure?
it's me.
Is it? Okay. Alright. Let's go. Alright. I'm gonna let you do some independent learning now, Ben. That is wander around aimlessly, figuring things out.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have tarot cards.
Sad. Basement breaker. Any bonus?
Lockers are not open in the basement.
Yeah, they're not open in the garage either. I found the bone. And there's a Ouija board.
No.
Everywhere seems
hate that. Have either of you two been in here?
Was the lights on by themselves?
You haven't turned this bathroom light on, have you, Ben?
No,
Okay.
It's
I
not
think
with
I found. I think I found the ghost.
oh yeah, it's literally in here, you know.
That's never happened to me before.
I don't
It's
think
not a
I've ever seen
mare.
a ghost in this room before.
I've never seen a ghost anywhere. Like I don't think I've ever had a ghost in this bedroom. Never mind the bathroom.
I've had a laugh, a little tinkle.
Yeah, so it's not a mare, which is great.
Ellie's
Okay.
favourite, not favourite ghost.
Cool. Well,
Where are you? Are you here? Are you French? Are you here? Are you French? Kill yourself. I think this whole room, isn't it?
is it one room?
Yeah. It's one room.
Okay. I suppose that makes more sense.
Not the bed.
Missions are stinky.
I don't know how to effectively video camera this room. This room is terrible.
Oh.
That was me. This room is horrendous for like coverage of like a video camera and stuff.
Oh, alright.
Ripples.
Well, you can UV the salt they just walked through.
Actually, I didn't see it.
Walk through. Oh.
Oh, damn thing.
That's a quiet ghost.
Yeah, what if this one's just like nice? What if this one likes us?
Could very well like us.
There's a twist. I'm sure.
Why is that dot's freaking out? Where even is it? It's on the chair. Oh.
Really no items in
There we go. It's not freaking out anymore.
Just knock on a window.
Uh,
Not gonna lie, I've grabbed everything to
no.
keep myself safe.
Keep yourself so safe. Highly recommend.
Fucking hell. Did we turn all the hiding spots off? Where are they? Okay. Closets in the end bedroom. Oh shit. Sorry, that was me.
Don't worry about it.
I'll go get it.
Very quiet ghost.
Yeah, we haven't got anything, have we?
Oh, it's. Whoa, it's already tried to hunt.
Oh, I'll check our. Oh no, yeah, our sanity's 30%.
Oh, is it just a shade?
Yeah, that's shade.
I am mostly the problem, I fear.
EMF 5 writing. Freezing. Aha.
Yeah, do you want to take the other pills, George?
I'll take a pill and a beat though. I'll tell Avicii I was cool.
Cool.
Yes, freezing.
Lovely. Oh, can I take a photo of that?
Oh, sorry.
One of you two just close that door?
That might be me elsewhere.
Oh.
Browsers real quick.
An event?
It did indeed event.
I doesn't like me.
You can hide behind here, I think. I don't feel like I trust that though. You can hide behind here.
I need to clean up that cups more because Jesus Christ, they're just everywhere.
Feel better in the closet down there, to be honest.
Is it written?
No.
Ugh.
What's that about then?
The ghost is in here.
Thank you.
Can I get some salt? Get some salt so we know where to step in. I'm at 20% sanity, by the way.
Where's a crucifix?
George is extremely low.
I've just been messing around, so.
EMF 5.
It's a shade, Shirley.
Yeah.
That's the file. Fabulous if it was a poltergeist.
It would be, yeah. Really needed to walk through the salt. I am the crucifix now. Oh my god,
You are.
George, the photo,
Oh,
the photo's running away. Look,
where's he going? Oh
it,
my god.
it got stuck. It floated all the way out of the pile.
I've just got to look at the camera and you immediately turned to face me and it was terrifying.
Hello.
I had to crawl through it.
Okay, I'm gonna check the validity of this hiding spot. Wish me luck.
We're alive.
Yep.
Everybody have fun.
Leave my pile behind.
I need one more flaming photo.
Oh, surely
Oh, we also needed to do the escape, and we just didn't.
Oh, I didn't have an incense, so I didn't really bother.
Yeah, that's fair. I think. Okay, hang on.
She knew, she knew. Oh, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Hi.
Nearly got us killed.
What were you two doing?
It took us to the hiding place at the end of this corridor that isn't really a hiding place.
Oh, yeah.
And she came right for us.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, he actually, sorry, it's Keith. Good old Keith.
We're still a photo down. And
Ugh.
I used my smudge. I'll grab the other.
I also used
We
mine.
just need to put some salt down.
Jesus.
In
There you
the
go, quick,
room,
quick,
we're
quick.
fine. Which one was it?
These two. One of them.
Cool, let's go.
Please no hunt, please no hunt, please no hunt.
Woo! Right, Ben, have you selected shade?
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can fix him actually.
Oh, sorry. I can fix him, Shade.
Welcome back. I've got some jobs ready for you.
Tier 2 dots, thank God. Okay. Let's take Ben to Ridgeview.
Oh, the best map in the game. What an
The
honor. Hopefully get tarot
best map.
cards. Blood moon. Oh, the camera seems. Oh, there we go.
Alright,
It's not a blood moon.
take a look at the equipment and
That's good.
accordingly before starting the investigation. I've got nothing else to report, unfortunately.
Not gonna tell us much, does he? Jesus Christ, what's the point in it?
No, he does not.
Let's just wander around.
No tarot. Ouija again.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The end closet is open in the upstairs.
Back garage lockers are open. Also, the breaker's in the basement. Fuck's sake. It's always on the other side that I go to. Breaker's on. I just got the most random EMF. Oh, kitchen window. The EMF's already gone, but the fingerprints might be still there. Can you come and shake your glow stick at this, Ben? No fingies. Okay. Did either of you find the bone?
Not upstairs.
There's a hiding spot back here.
Best one. In the fridge.
Are you sure it's not up here? Because I haven't found it. go and recheck everywhere I've already checked. Can't find the bone.
Where are you?
Oh, it's right here.
Are you here?
Where are you?
No, try to stop.
I found the bone.
Non? Qu'est-ce que vous voudrez et toi? Pardon? Non?
Dirty water. I'll get EMF on that quick. I ain't got mine.
Oh. 5!
Yay!
EMF 5.
I did drop everything. I was like scrolling through my thing, like I'm sure I picked something up. I didn't. Okay. So
I wish you could turn down ambient sounds in this game.
yeah,
There's brown water in the sink.
we got it. Love dirty water.
You would.
Yeah, there's no way he doesn't walk through any of these swords. Really?
Oh, he walked through mine, UV. What in the fucking world? I'm dead. I'm literally deceased.
We're all below 50%.
Never mind. She's lived.
Oh, you guys are dying.
That seems fast. I don't know how I survived that. Don't walk into him, George.
Sorry.
He was literally hot on my tail until he suddenly wasn't. I don't know what happened, but I'm alive.
Hmm. He seemed to target you straight away, because I was also stood quite close to him.
That seemed fast, though, no?
It did seem like fast play. That kind of cheeky smell.
Okay, let's pill up.
Take some pills, man.
Grabbing a smudge. Yeah, I don't know how he lost me, to be honest, but sure.
I'll take those.
It's not a shade because it hunted with us in the room.
Yes.
Yeah, it might be twins.
Yeah. I'll check. We'll check for some freezing temps.
I've left the thermometer on the thing.
Okay, saying that, I don't think it actually spawned in here. It must have been in here, or over here somewhere.
7 degrees. No, it was here.
Was
Like,
it? Oh,
spawned
okay.
right here. About the temperature, I think it may have moved. It has definitely moved.
Okay.
Not to here though. Oh, something through over here.
Oh, yeah, no, I see your breath here. Is it living room or?
It's dining room.
It's dining room. Right, put that on the dining room table, Ben. I can't fucking move. Put your torch on! Ben! Ben!
We all died.
Ben!
Oh, that's funny.
Ben's just fucking team wiped us.
Welcome back.
Oh, that's why it was fast. Ben!
That makes a lot more sense now, actually.
Ben just fucking team wiped us. That was a disaster. Right, we're going again.
That was quite evil. I think Ben might be changing their trousers.
They kept turning their torch on. Every single time we lost it, they turned their torch on. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh, oh dear. Oh, it might have been the we've all died, so the game's gonna crash thing.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens sometimes when everyone dies, Ben, for some reason. Yeah, the Jin made sense there. That's why I was hearing speed. Probably also how it
just
lost
didn't
me the
sound
first
Jin-
time. Because it was sped up behind
just
me and
didn't
then
sound
slowed
Jin
right
chasing
down.
fast.
Yeah, but then to be fair, I wasn't listening that much when I was actually being chased. It was more afterwards. I was like, that sounds kind of fast. Yeah, it was definitely slowing down like a Jin when it got to us. That's probably how it was losing us.
There they are.
There they are.
Look, I don't want to talk.
Why did you keep flicking your torch on?
I didn't.
Yes, you did. Every time we nearly lost it, I was like, oh, Ben's torch is on again.
I have no idea why. Unless I could have accidentally been. Okay.
And then,
Who knows? Mystery to
and then
me.
we get in the hiding spot, and me and George are safe, and then you come barreling in, torch on and all.
To be fair, that hiding space is a little dodgy.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not great, but we probably would have been fine. I was fine there the first hunt.
You guys so safe, and then I just tumble my way in. Fucking. Oh, God.
All right, ready up. Let's go again.
Okay.
God.
Alright, we're here. Take a look
Oh.
at the equipment and
Why is there a tier 1 spirit box?
starting the investigation.
Oh, how was that? How you must have added that? Cause mine is set to tier 2.
No. Mine is also... I don't know.
I don't even know how to do this. What's going on?
It's
You are
fine. We only
unblamed,
really
Ben, do
need
not
one
worry.
anyway. It's okay. Oh, it's sunrise. Lovely. No taro again. My disappointment is immeasurable.
Oh, no Taz's.
Not Luigi. Oh!
Is it the little guy?
My little guy. I should give him a better name than Frank.
Back lockers are open in the garage. The breaker's in the basement, so I'm gonna go get it. Every single fucking time. Choose one direction, the breaker's on the other.
Oh, there is a radio on upstairs.
Lovely. There's a hiding spot in the basement, in the back corner.
Playing Free Bird. And I'm a free bird.
Beautiful. Any bones up there?
Well, I haven't looked, but maybe.
Okay, well, I have thoroughly searched
a torch for some
downstairs and I
reason.
have not found one, so... What do you mean you don't have a torch? Oh,
Help! Oh, she's gone. It's in here, the boner. Boner in the bedroom. Yeah. Boner found.
So where is
Over.
it?
Oh. Whoa, was that a cheeky Yurei?
that... yeah, what? What door was that?
He did come from down here when she just evented me. Oh. Again.
Are we being mimicked?
Huh.
Literally, what is this on?
The window, the window, I think? You also touched the door. Ben, where are you? Come over here.
Where are you?
I'm
Get
Are
some
you
UV
here?
on these doors in this room,
Are you
please.
French?
Oh, here, Ben. Fingies.
mimic.
EMF 5.
Not a mimic. Oh, it could be an Abake.
Could be an Obake. Okay. Well,
Don't we all just
that's
love
been
an
awful
Abake?
easy. Oh, it just knocked on the window. Ben? Where are the fingies? What? I think it's an Obake. Oh, no, there's fingies on this light. Oh my god, I've never seen that before. That's crazy.
Wait, oh there, oh wow.
Yeah.
It's a rather thick finger.
Oh, that photo doesn't work though. Can we delete that, please?
What the shit,
I've taken a photo of the fingerprint. It didn't work. It's not my fault.
shit,
I think it. Okay, inkling that it's an Obake because the fingerprints didn't appear on the window, but
They didn't appear on the
potential
door,
that I
did
just misheard.
What is that? Oh, it's Frank.
Yes.
Well,
I think I've left quite a lot of lights on. Lucky Bill's gonna be through roof.
I've gone to the wrong bedroom. Complete wrong way. Like a moron.
More on this later.
Hi. I think it turned the lights off. It did.
not a mare. Oh, it could be a mare. Oh shit. I think there is perfect, maybe. Jesus Christ, dude. Very active.
Oh, a door? A door? It's 5 fingers. How disappointing. Searching for the Obake thingy.
Oh
It's all
lord.
done. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Okay.
I did not pull a pin, just so you don't blame me.
What are our other options for ghosts? I've been quite fixated on the Obake. It's not Goryo because it's
In
full.
Wario Myling.
Oh my god!
Oh, Jesus, help! I did not like being crouched in there. It was right in my face.
Worst ghost event I've ever witnessed. Oh my
Guy
god!
floating on in the shadow. Look at the shadow. Oh my god. Wait, go back. Go behind me and shine a torch behind me.
Oh, okay. Oh my god.
He's got so many needles.
Yeah, okay, so it's not Goryo because that would be 4 dots. So yeah, Jin
Not
minding
only 'cause it
Obake.
hasn't airballed us.
Of course, yes. Tier 1 salt doesn't make stompies when they walk through it, I've noticed. Oh, door.
Being a Ure again.
Hey, come look, come look, come look, come look!
Wow.
Ben! Ben! Ben, come here!
What was it?
Come here, come to the room.
Oh no.
This is a top tier ghost. I stand so by my decision. Look, it's got 6 fingers.
Fuck.
It's an Obake. You can circle Obake.
It is circle.
Alright, we need to do a cruci prevent, I think. Oh, like,
Not like that.
Oh.
that was easy. Just need to escape. Cool.
Well,
I'm happy to fuck
I'm
off.
gonna.
Oh, Jesus,
Ooh.
George. Oh, no, God. I'll let you do the smudge.
I can't fucking see him.
I don't know where Ben went. Did you get it?
I think so.
Yeah.
It was. I could not see. It was so dark.
Let's go, people. Top tier ghost. Love an Obake.
That fucking thing walked past me like 5 different times.
Alright, make sure you've circled Obake in your journal.
Oh god, I nearly had not.
Let's go.
Welcome back.
Hell yeah.
Job's ready for you.
Oh, Cam.
Beautiful. Huh?
I really underestimated how much I shit myself playing this.
It does get less scary. Right, I'm gonna get off. Thanks for the games, guys.
No problemo.
Say bye to the stream.
Goodbye, Alpha Real Twitch chat
Bye bye. Bye
and
bye.
stream.
Welcome back. There's some
Alright,
jobs ready for
guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me yap for 2.5 hours. And then piss about on this silly little game. I probably won't be live tomorrow. Maybe Sunday. We shall see. But until then, I love you all. And I shall see you next time. Bye.